Let us learn about complementary stresses. We have already learned about stresses acting on an oblique plane YY. Okay, this is our YY. See on this plane YY, the oblique plane YY, what all stresses are acting, that we have already studied. And see, complementary means perpendicular to this. We are taking a plane perpendicular to this. Let us name it as Y dash Y dash. This is our that plane. See this one dotted line, this is our that plane. Okay, here this is our y dash y dash plane. So the stresses acting on this plane, that are the complementary stresses to that on y plane. So if you represent stresses on y plane as sigma n and 2, let us represent the stresses on y dash plane as sigma n dash and 2 dash. So that will be the complementary stresses to sigma n and 2. So that is, we will have an element like this. In that element we have stresses sigma y here, 2 yx here, 2 xy here, sigma x like this, and similarly we have 2 yx, 2 xy, sigma x, sigma y. Here we have to prove that 2yx is equal to 2xy. That is, complementary stresses are equal and opposite. That is, 2xy is equal to minus 2yx. We have to prove this way. Okay, so let us check what is the proof of this. We have known that sigma n is equal to p by a cos square theta, and 2 is equal to p by 2a sine 2 theta. This is our derivation which we have done previously. Okay, now see, we know that this is acting, the complementary plane, this plane y dash y dash, it is acting at an angle of theta plus 90 degree. That is, to the initial plane y oblique plane, it is acting at an angle of, if y is acting at theta, then y dash is acting at an angle of theta plus 90 degree. That is perpendicular to the oblique plane y. So we have now this, for that complementary plane we have, theta becomes theta plus 90 degree. So sigma n dash will become p by a cos square theta plus 90 degree. We know that theta plus cos theta plus 90 degree is sine. So p by a sine square theta it will become. And we have tau dash, that is shear stress on the complementary plane, as p by 2a sine 2 theta plus 90 degree. So that will become minus p by 2a minus p by 2a, that will be sine 2 theta itself, sine 2 theta. So we have, see, this tau value is p by 2a sine 2 theta, and tau dash is minus p by 2a sine 2 theta. So we have tau is equal to minus tau dash, means these are complementary stresses. If tau is acting like this, tau dash is this one, that is perpendicular to this plane. This is acting, this shear tau dash is acting perpendicular to this tau plane. So we will have tau xy is equal to tau yx. So that is what, in magnitude these both tau xy and tau yx are same, but it is opposite in direction. See here, if tau we are taking like this, tau dash we are taking like this. See, from the center, if this is acting, this tau is acting like this, this is creating a clockwise moment. According to the center, this tau is creating a clockwise moment. So this sign, that is taken as positive. And tau dash, from the center, if you check the tau dash, that is creating a negative moment like this. So this is represented as negative. Okay, so we will have tau is equal to minus 2 dash, and they are equal in magnitude. That is what we mean by complementary stresses. And we will have sigma n and sigma n dash. Let us take that. Sigma n is equal to p by a cos square theta, and sigma n dash is p by a sin square theta. From that we will understand that sigma n plus sigma n dash will become p by a sin square theta plus cos square theta plus cos square theta, that will be p by a. So we will have 2xy is equal to minus 2yx. Also sigma n plus sigma n dash is equal to p by a. This we have concluded. Okay, and the direction also we have understood. Direction, the shear from the center, if that is creating a clockwise moment, that is taken as positive, and if it is like acting in anti-clockwise direction like this, then that is taken as negative. Okay, that is regarding complementary stresses. If you like this video, please press the like button, share and subscribe. Thank you.